Welcome back to Monster Prom. Anyway, to nobody's surprise, I'm coming to sit here.
All right, I'm trying to comprehend your request.
What is there to comprehend? It's really simple, Miranda. Take my cell phone, snap a pic of me face planting in my food with my eyes closed and tongue out.
But wherefore?
Right here, Miranda. You're about to point out that wherefore means why, but luckily Polly elaborates on her own, so you don't have to look like a heckin' know-it-all. It's a new meme, Miranda, like planking or dabbing. It's called food poisoning, and it's dope AF. Don't you have cool trends in your kingdom?
I suppose we do. Oh, we have a fun trend called Revere Your Rulers. It's where you show nothing but the utmost devotion for the royal family. If you're good at it, you get a lot of likes on social media, and also not executed.
Do you ever listen to yourself when you speak? I bet you know some pretty cool trends, don't you, Blue? Heck yeah, you do. Don't you? I don't know, I have low boldness. I surely do. It's entitled Silverware Wear, and it's where you take your most expensive cutlery and dress it in very fancy, tiny outfits.
Really? How have I not heard of this trend before? Beautiful silverware and fancy dresses are two of my biggest passions. This trend sounds like it was invented for me.
It may have been, by you, on the spot, but there's no need to go into that.
What's your favorite meme? Spiked salad forks in velvet evening gowns? Seahorse steak knives and frilly skirts? Teaspoons in tea dresses?
This trend is... no words.
Yes, the glory of this spectacular combination would leave me speechless as well, were I not so excited to create more memes with Blue. We'll have to meet up soon. Bring all your most exquisite chopsticks. I shall bring doll clothes in which to dress them.
Yeah, totally. Hanging out with Miranda sounds amazing. Guess it's time to go out and try to find some exquisite chopsticks?
Let's go!
Alright. We are low on boldness, so we skip class to just hang out in the bathrooms because we respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give 0 hex, but you gain +2 boldness. You're minding your own business when Miranda comes rushing up to you, clearly distraught.
Most terrible news, friend. I have just watched the documentary Game of Thrones, and now I fear for my own royal family. I did not realize how susceptible we might be to random acts of treachery, or how often we romance our siblings. I don't want to be shot in the chest by a crossbow while sitting on the toilet. That doesn't sound proper at all. Please help me put my poor mind at ease. How can I possibly identify potential traitors in my court?
Just keep an eye out for the classic signs. Shifty eyes, hooded black cloaks, ordering knives in bulk.
But that would mean...
Disgraceful!
Could Lord Darkheart Stabbington be a traitor? I must warn Father at once. We have to find a new royal babysitter.
A rose by any name would smell as sweet. Unless that name is Darkheart Stabbington. You gain +2 smarts and +1 money as a reward. Alright. What do we do? Let us go hang out with Cat.
Give me your money!
Okay. Sure, let's get our own PR agent.
Later, Gator.
I have no idea who that got me hearts with, but I have a PR agent now for reasons beyond me. It felt like a good idea at the time. You notice Liam looking disgruntled, which is his default, so whatever. But it seems like Miranda's pretty upset too. Better check it out.
Liam, why are you typing on your phone so angrily? Did your phone offend you in some way? Why are you mad at it? You seem like to be on an 8.5 on the Frowny Liam scale.
The what?
The Frowny Liam scale. Normally I can tell how people are feeling from their faces, but you seem to be frowning most of the time, so I created a chart to measure your frowniness.
Miranda pulls out a notepad and displays a series of doodles of Liam's frowniness. They're not super accurate, but they are super adorable. I'm not angry at my phone. My so-called frowniness is caused by a heinous error. I specifically asked that my creature creme brulee be extra crispy so that it truly popped with my massacre momentgram filter. Instead, they burnt it to a crisp, rendering it unphotographable. Monsters deserve to know what they're getting into if they choose to eat at this cafeteria, so they can choose to take their business to a different establishment. So I'm writing a scathing Yelp review.
Liam, you can't do that. If they shut the cafeteria down, the school kitchen staff will lose their jobs. Did you know that peasants have to do labor to make living wages? They don't simply have an unlimited store of gold. I was shocked when I first found out.
Of course you were. If the kitchen staff wanted to earn their wages, then they should have been better at their jobs. I am simply the merchant of truth.
No, you're the merchant of poop.
Your royal sophistication shines through. Look, ask Blue. Her taste may meant toward the mainstream, but surely she can see this is subpar cafeteria must be exposed.
Don't be ridiculous. Blue is surely more compassionate than that, and would gladly help me save the cafeteria. Again.
Again? Gosh, it's hard to keep track of your misadventures in this disaster of a school. Still, you'll help if you can. Miranda can't undermine Liam's admittedly talented criticism alone. This will take an army. Of homeless people we pay to write positive Yelp reviews of the cafeteria until we eclipse Liam's.
Why, of course. This plan involves two of my most favorite strategies, gathering an army and outsourcing work to the disenfranchised. If it involved torture and suppression of dissidents, it would hit all of my favorites, but there may still be time for that later.
I don't even have a response to this. You go to the vast homeless population who wander the woods near the school, don't ask, and convince them the cafeteria is a trendy new restaurant that sells food for the most valuable currency of all, positive Yelp reviews. Turns out, people are pretty gullible when they're starving, so they flock to the cafeteria in droves and start writing spectacular reviews on their phones. Because now homeless people have phones of their own? It seems they kept all the unwanted blackberries. Remember blackberries? Yeah, me neither. Miranda Vanderbilt, says Principal Giant Spider, bursting into the cafeteria with 8-legged panache. Stop bringing droves of homeless people into our cafeteria!
But Principal Giant Spider, it was absolutely vital to the vitality of this school.
You said that the last 5 times. You can't solve all your problems by manipulating homeless people. Notorious PGS storms out, but Miranda looks perfectly chipper.
Oh, he may pretend to be upset, but I think the subtext was pretty clear. Thank you, Miranda and Blue, for saving the entirety of the school like the beautiful heroes you are.
That's 100% a lie, but Miranda called you beautiful. Aw, it's a win!
Let's go.
Alright. So we have next to no money, but we don't necessarily need money because we have a PR agent. So let's go to the auditorium again. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you can't help but feel that you're not as good as the role requires you to be. There doesn't seem to be any ordinary way of getting yourself there, but there might be an extraordinary way. You summon the devil, one of many, and make a deal to enhance your creativity just a bit. You gain +2 creativity. You also lose -3 years of your life at the end of the deal, but who cares? They weren't happening in-game anyway. You catch Miranda posing in front of a mirror, gazing dreamily at her reflection.
Oh, how I would love to win the talent show. Of course, Daddy pays a dozen peasants to tell me how talented I am every morning, but that's not the same. After all, they're peasants. No, to hold that heavy, spiky trophy in my hands. Or rather, to have my servants hold it. Oh, that would make me the happiest princess in all the land. But I'm so nervous. What if they don't like my song? What if my skin is too scaly? What if I accidentally say a swear? Okay, Miranda, be calm. Remember what Daddy says. If you don't calm down, failure is 100% assured. That's not helping, now I'm even less calm.
Looks like Miranda's caught in a vicious cycle. Quick, help her out before she worries herself to death. Don't worry about those chumps in the audience. If they don't love you, then they're untalented at recognizing talent.
Oh my, what a marvelously kind thing to say. You are right, of course. How silly of me to doubt it. It is as Daddy says, us aristocrats are simply better than other people. You are quite perceptive for a commoner. And you know, if I don't do well in the talent show, I suppose that's all right. Daddy can always have the judges executed for their impudence.
You're glad you're not judging the talent show this year. You gain +2 smarts and +1 charm.
Let's go.
To the bathrooms. We need boldness. That day you visit the bathrooms to take a number 2. Don't worry, there won't be an illustration of that specific moment. Thing is, you make one of the boldest decisions in your life. You don't put paper on the toilet seat before using it. Look at you, you crazy menace. You gain +2 boldness and probably +1 staphylococcus with a slight chance of +1 STD. Afterwards, Miranda summons you. It feels weird to be summoned, but you comply. You can't resist her merman goons.
Greetings, fellow classmate.
Thank you for coming, my dear. I have finally decided to trust you with my most important aspiration. I am destined to be the Queen of Prom. The royal ascension is nigh. We must prepare. Most of my competition is naive. They foolishly assume that Prom Queen is a purely ceremonial title. Except Ursula Jr. She's proving to be quite a worthy rival. I respect that. Which is why we must destroy her reputation immediately. Any thoughts?
Let's convince everyone that she likes humans. It doesn't take much to make someone look bad in this day and age. You, however, are monsters and went for total overkill. You hire a Chinese hacker to plant 10 years of pro bono work rescuing human babies from lawnmowers in Ursula's name. At recess, Dr. Babylove of the Babylove Institute appears out of nowhere and presents her with a Humanity Award.
Yes, this will seriously harm her standing with the evil lawnmower creature contingent.
That's an important voting block. They're the ones who keep the schoolyard so tidy. You gain +2 boldness and +1 smarts. Alright. I think I'm gonna end this episode off here. Oh no, the coven's here. Okay, now I actually have to think about who I'm sitting with. But, for now, bye-bye. I love you. See you next time.